YouTube's happening. It is Wednesday, December 17th. We're talking all sports, as you can see. We're talking NBA, college hoops, and the NHL all in one big video. You see, we only have two NBA games, so we're going to roll through those. College hoops is a big one. We got like 53-ish games, I believe it is. It's a bunch of them. We're gonna roll through all those. And then NHL, we have 5 games, so we're going to crunch them all together in one video. I know a lot of you like that. It just makes it easier when there's certain days where there's not many sports. So like today. I didn't feel like putting NBA and NHL together. That made no sense. So let's do all put together. So let's recap all 3 sports from yesterday. So yesterday, NBA, the Knicks, they won the cup. Congratulations. That's over, finally. Wemby and Brunson didn't hit, obviously. Whatever, don't care. College hoops went okay. Howard plus money, early game, sweat, nice. UMass, Lowell. How many people took this on the money line? I did. I know some of you did. Good job. Don't look at Holy Cross. They got the ass beat. So you got some of these. Some people still want to hate on Miami of Ohio. I get it. Hate away. I understand. Strength of schedule kind of weak, whatever. They still won, though. They keep winning. They can't stop winning. South Carolina covered. You can go through these. You can see what happened here. Overall, yeah, basketball wasn't that bad. Wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. So, and also we come up here to the NHL. Scroll, scroll, scroll. And we have NHL from yesterday. And NHL where the money was yesterday. Yeah, if you follow along in NHL, you know I love chasing plus props. So Lindholm, the E Lindholm, plus 150, beautiful hits. Dvorak, plus 236 assists. Beautiful hit. Love that. What else did we hit? There was a few more in there. We hit Anderson, 2.5 shots on goal, plus 124. We hit McKinnon. Again, McKinnon keeps on hitting. He had 5 shots on goal for plus 136. There's a few more hits in there. Whatever, you get the point. It was a beautiful day in the NHL. If you want the plays typed out for every single sport, or you want access to the spreadsheet so you can do your own research no matter what sport it is, you got to go to Better Bay. Simple as that. So enough of that. We have our schedules for all of our sports. We're going to start with NBA, then we're going to go over to our college, and then we're going to finish with NHL. So stop wasting time. Let's get to the first game right now. First game on the slate is going to be Cleveland at Chicago. And currently we got Cleveland as a 5.5-point favorite on the road with a total of 241.5. So let's go ahead and look at the spreadsheets and see the numbers. And we see, Chicago, what are you doing? Chicago, come on now. Guys, you got to do better than that because you're looking kind of cheeky, looking like some cheeks out there. So, but Cleveland's looking cheeky too. Look at that. They both forgot how to score. They're slow. Cleveland's got some pace. Maybe the under 241 might be a play. That could be a fun play because they're combining for 221. They're giving up 235. The total is 241. So if they shoot as bad as they've been shooting, because they are obviously bottom 3 in the league at both 2s and 3s. They're both bottom 3 in the league combined, both of them. So under 241 is absolutely a play. Only thing I'm concerned about is if Cleveland pushes a pace and Chicago keeps up. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. But if they play like this with these numbers, under hits easily. So I'm just going to grab the under. I'm going to do that. Under 241.5. That's a play I'm going to take. Let's go ahead and bounce over here to our, our lineups. That's the word I'm looking for. And we want this one and burp and screw. And there we go. Long tab. There we go. Zoom out a little bit more for you so you can see the lineups. Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Wade, Allen. Then you got Giddy, White, Okoro, Buzelis, and Vucevic. So there's your lineups there. You see who is out on Cleveland side. You can see who is out on the Chicago side. So cool. There you go. Everybody's there. Let's go to props. This is Outlier. Link in the pinned comment. Go get your week for free. It's there. Let's see what we have in this one. Oh, I need a lozenge, man. A cough drop. Let's see. Cavs and Bulls. There we go. There's all your greens of who's been doing good in the last 5. That's going to be your P. Williams, your Tyson. And that's about it. Lonzo occasionally for some RA. I mean, I'll open these up to show you what they are because, well, that's about all I have. So I'm not taking any of these. I'll be damned. I'll be damned for taking any of these. So there's Lonzo. No thanks. Tyson, 26.4 average on a 22. Not bad. And 10.5 for old P. Williams on the PRA. You want to take that? Be my guest. Have fun with it. I shan't do such things today. I am going to stick with the under in this one. So if you want to play that, there's the rest. I'll kind of slowly scroll so you can see them. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it simple. We're going with the under based on we're gonna trust the shooting numbers. You're both not gonna figure out how to shoot the ball all of a sudden because we went 5 games in a row and forgetting how to shoot, and you had a few days off now, so you've been kind of like rusty now because of the whole thing. So, I mean, when was your last games? I don't care when they are. I'm taking under 241 next. Game number 2. We have Memphis at Minnesota. And currently we got Minnesota 7.5-point favorite at home with a 230.5. Let's bounce over to the sheets. Let's change it over to this. And there's like no red on the whole thing. There's like 2 pieces of red. Everything is green, yellow, or blue. That's cool. Let's see. Both shooting great. They go polar opposite of the last one. So they're shooting great. Defense is good. Everything's good in this one. This one's actually tough because I don't know what to take. We did take Memphis as a +4.5 last time they played, and they won as an outright dog. It was beautiful, but they had a great advantage in multiple mismatches. This one, there's no mismatches anywhere in this one. So we're going to pop over to our lineups to see who's playing, because so far this is I don't want a side, I don't want a total. All I can do is props, maybe a prop. I don't know. Let's go see who's playing first. Ja's questionable with what? What's wrong with Ja? Ankle. What's wrong with his ankle? Okay, when he rolls ankle or something? Okay, cool, whatever. Coward, Wells, Santi, Jackson, DiVincenzo. Ant, is Ant gonna play? Let's see. Ant, right foot soreness. We'll see. McDaniels. Okay, so there's your lineup. Cool. Let's go to props. See. Let's see what we see. Swap this over. So far, to be for real, this is gonna be a pass to me. So let's see if there's anything I want to take. Jalen Wells, points, assists, points, rebounds. I mean, you could. I don't love this. They both have great defense right now, too. They're both playing great. They're both 7-3 last 10. It's like, I don't know what to do with this one. If anything, I kind of want to say Memphis +7.5. But if Ja's questionable, but then Ant's questionable, it all depends on who plays. And it's like, okay, the star player for each team is iffy. That makes it a lot harder, too. So you can take Jamie Downs if you want to. I don't want to take none of this. You know what I'm going to do? I don't have to take none of this. This is my damn channel. I'm passing. That's what I'm going to do. We got more games. We got college. I'm looking at a whole giant list of like how many college games? 53 of them. So yeah, I think we'll be all right. We're gonna pass on the second NBA game. We got the under in the pass. Now we're gonna move on to college. And before we jump into college, let's do an NBA challenge question. Why not? And let me just explain the challenge question a little bit. So most of you do it the right way. Most of you watch the video at a normal time and you answer the question before the game starts. Good on you. Good on you. But there's a group of people, and I said at the start, this ain't gonna fly, that like to go in the day after or at the middle of the night and try to answer the question after the game's already been finalized. And then they do every single video, bam, 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 bam. I can see when you comment. I can see how often, how quick you comment too. So you know that, right? We can see that stuff. That's not cool. Those are prize scammers. We don't do that around here. I want to reward the people that are actually viewers of the channel, that are here, that been here, that watch and things like that. Those I appreciate. The people that want to scam for a giveaway, nah, guess what? Every single one of those people, every account yesterday, and I'm talking hundreds of them, I went through and I blocked every single one. So if you think you're going to be cute and you're going to go in there and actually wait till the next day and comment the answers, that'll be the last comment you ever leave on this channel. I hope you know that. Don't risk it, because I will never unblock you, no matter what. I have thousands of people blocked on this channel, and I don't give a shit about it either. So, hey, do it the right way or be gone. So that's your challenge. A, B, C, D. Answer it the right way. If you miss it because you didn't watch the video, sorry. You should have watched it in time. If anything comes after the game's started, I don't count it. I go through, I pull every single comment when I do these giveaways. I do these legit. We ain't just giving away money to give away money. I'm trying to give away to the people that deserve the money. So, yeah, good stuff like that. So, and then there's the bots. You know how bots work. You got to block all them quickly. So, yeah, anyways, that's NBA. We'll do one for college here in a second too. So there you go. Let's move on. Moving on to college. That was a good rant. That was nice to get that out of the way. That felt good. Wait till we'll do it again. Like, so it'll be I told you it'd be 2 questions. I had to weed out all the people, the bad apples in the bunch. You know what I'm saying? So, but you're not a bad apple. You're here. You know how to do things the right way. We don't play them shenanigans other places do. Not around here. Not around here, partner. So, college time. We're going to roll through these games. Yes, there will be a second challenge question. I already got it ready to, well, I got to figure out what I want to do first, but I got it pulled up, ready to go. So somewhere in here, we have 54 games. It's going to be a busy day. I'm going to try to roll through all 54. Why not? It's a nice Wednesday morning. Let's just do it. I'm in a great giving mood, so let's just go through it all. So first game, as you know, as we do in college, we roll through every single game like it's a conversation, basically. We pull this up, we look at it and go, like here, Northern Iowa UIC. When do these games start? That's a good question to know. Now I will show this. Hold on. Now there are games at noon and 1 because they're playing straight high schools, it looks like. Champion Christian. Who the hell's that? Southwestern Christian. These are high schools, right? They gotta be because Pine Bluff, Rice. Come on, Rice. You know better than that. Rice is gonna win by 50. Central Arkansas versus Kansas Christian. Come on. It's a Wednesday morning. You're just beating up on kids for no reason. Anyways, UIC plays at 8, 5 Eastern. That's the first game. So whatever. Cool. So yeah, looking at this, clearly you want to say that, okay, Northern Iowa's a better team. They're 8-2 versus 4-6. The numbers, Mason, they're good at some defense, aren't they? And they're pretty average at offense. Well, UIC's just Illinois, Chicago is who they are. Are they even good at anything? Well, I see all this, and then I come over and see this. Like, what the hell is this line? 4.5 Northern Iowa. I know it's in Chicago, but huh? I'm sorry. Did you do not see the numbers? The numbers. Like, what are we doing? There's nothing redeeming for UIC. Northern Iowa's got stellar defense. We're taking some Northern Iowa. Thank you very much. In Iowa. Thank you. And that's gonna be what, -4.5? Hell, give me -14.5. I don't care. Moving on, next game is gonna be Hampshire, the newest of the Hampshires versus the Stones of the Hill. Clearly they're both 48% shooting twos, and a little bit of 3-point action, but that's about it. Nothing looks redeeming in this one. We move on. Florida, the Gators versus St. Francis, and Florida is 6-4. They're still ranked 23rd. I get you play tough teams, but at some point when you're about 500 after 10 games, are you really the 23rd best team? Are you really? I don't know. So, I mean, but you can't go with the whole, well, they're undefeated because of Miami, Ohio will be ranked. So, I mean, and I think Florida will probably wipe the floor with Miami, Ohio, even though I like Miami, Ohio, clearly. So, let's be real. They can't shoot threes. Yeah, their opponents. And somebody put a good suggestion on there. We were talking, they were actually referring to Miami, Ohio, and they said you need to put strength of schedule on there so you can see they have played a weak schedule. That is a good point. I need to add like something like up here in this, like I have a whole wasted space right here. I need to put something here. Like in football, I use this for weather, but for basketball, we don't have weather. So I should put like strength of schedule versus up here or get rid of one of these things, but I don't know what I want to do. So I might change the rank to it. I don't know. We'll figure something out, but it won't be for this season. It'll be for next season. So maybe. I might change it all the time. Who knows? But anyways, I don't like this one. I'm passing. There's no clear advantages. So what's the point even looking at the spread? There isn't one. We already did New Hampshire. We did Xavier and Creighton. Damn, it's nothing but X's. X gonna give it to you. For real. We see the numbers. We see all this. I mean, yeah, they're both below average for shooting twos. They both have they have great defense versus them. Creighton's 5-5. It feels so wrong. I'm used to Creighton being dominant. Xavier being dominant is good for the sport. I get it. Xavier 3.5 in Cincinnati. Yeah, I gotta go Xavier here. They're playing great everywhere. They focus more on threes, which they're really good at. Creighton's not so good at. Defensive rating, they don't score inside. They focus more on threes, but then Xavier can shut it down. So number 1 in turnovers, they don't turn the ball over. Good to know. Give me X. Xavier minus what I say, 4.5, 3.5, 3.5. I'll take Xavier. 3.5. The hell, that's just home court advantage right there. You told me to pick them. If I could just pick them, I'm taking Xavier anywhere. So moving on. Memphis and Vanderbilt. Oh Lord. Vandy's been pretty good. Memphis has not. They're 4-5. Penny. You got to be doing better, my guy. Yes, they ain't doing good. Some people will argue, well, their schedule's been tough. I don't give a shit. Like, so you better win some of the games. Have you even won it close, like a good game? Hold on. Why that open way over there? I want to open a new tab here. Thank you. Memphis, your wins are over Southern Illinois, New Orleans, Baylor by 7. 7. San Francisco in game 1. And that's it. You lost to Wake Forest, Purdue, UNLV, and Ole Miss. Your only tough game was Purdue, and you lost. I don't count Ole Miss and UNLV and Wake Forest as tough games. Oh, I'm sorry, and Louisville. You lost to Louisville, but you got your ass waxed by 26. So I don't think Memphis is that good. Vandy. This is in Memphis too. So Vandy, 13th. Vandy. Give me Vandy, please. That you can't shoot the ball. That's a problem. You can't make layups. Come on, guys. Where's Vandy? Give me the Vanderbilt. I'll do it this way. Vandy. There we go. Not 9.5 on the road. I don't know about that. That's a little high. I was thinking maybe it could be closer to like 4 or 5, just because of the road, you know, the road game. So that versus that, they play great 2-point defense, which cancels that out. That leans Vandy all day. That cancels out. That plays defense all day. I can't take this really. Ooh, I can't trust this. I can't trust this. Memphis's defense is matching up perfectly with Vandy, even though it looks like clearly you squint, you're like, oh, Vandy clearly, yeah, should be, but 10, I'm leaving it alone. We're leaving it off. We're not going to mess with it. So, all right, let's go to everybody's favorite podcast coach. That's going to be Green Bay versus Santa Barbara. So many of you knew that answer when I put that as a question last week. That was hilarious, which I know most of you either know me or just heard it in the video. So good stuff. Appreciate all of you that understand. And some of you just cheat. I know some of you cheat. You just go on the answer, see what everybody else puts, and puts the answer down, like lazy ass. So, hey, whatever. As long as you do it before the game starts, I'm cool. Whatever. Do what you do. So, and then the funniest thing is there was no questions yesterday. There were still people putting guesses. Like, tell me you don't watch the video. If you don't, you don't watch the video at all. You clearly open the video. You put, I'm gonna go see. There's no video, you dumbass. Like, what are you doing? Oh, hilarious. Some of you were just funny. Anywho, I'm not taking this. My favorite podcast coach, you might lose, but hell, you might win actually over 8-3 because they can't shoot, so that's a problem. Jack State's up next. Ew. Hell, Jacksonville State. Oh my God, your defense is amazing, but your offense is the opposite of amazing. What the hell is this? I'm not touching that. No. How many games is that? You know what? I need coffee. I need a sip. BRB. All right, back at it. Got the coffee in the bloodstream. It's flowing. Got me a lozenge, a cough drop, because I talk a lot of rambling, a lot of yapping going on today. So just a lot of things. So we moved from Jack State. Actually, what have we done so far? Let me pull up my little handy dandy checklist over here. We pulled 2 plays out so far, and I got rid of all of those games. So we just finished Jack State, which means we are moving on to Stony Brook. So there. Yeah, we'll just figure out how many we want to do in a row. So what is that, Stony Brook? Yeah, it's right there. Boom. And we can see the numbers, who's doing what. Cancels out. That's a defensive lean. That's Stony Brook all day from 3. They clearly focus on 3-point shooting against Stony Brook because they ain't trying to score no 2s. Layups around here. No, we want to shoot. Chicks dig the long ball, right? So they're going 97 from 3, 36.7 versus that defense. That's Stony Brook. They're 8-3. They're at home. They shoot better from 3 at home. They're worse from they're worse at 35%. So Stony Brook, single digits, I'm cool with. Can I get Stony Brook? 10.5. That's just single digits. You just want to piss me off, don't you? I think the line's trying to piss me off a little bit. You know what I'm gonna do? I see they're winning by damn near 20 points at home, and they're 6-0 at home. I see they're losing by damn near 20 points on the road, and they're the worst team by record-wise. They're the worst team here. Give me Stony Brook by 10.5. I'm down. Stony Brook. How many are you going to bet on Stony Brook today? Most of you wouldn't, just like a lot of you didn't take UMass Lowell yesterday, or however the hell you say it. The other UMass, UMass Light, Team UMass. Yeah, and they won money line. That was beautiful stuff. We just follow the numbers. That's all we do. Does it work all the time? No, it's not going to. But most of the time, 60% of the time, it works every time. So, dumbass quote. Charleston's up next. Let's move. Oh my God. Ew. Man, basketball in the state of South Carolina is just not it this year. Just not it. Just not it. South Carolina State, Charleston, Citadel, South Carolina, Clemson, none of them look good. Come on. I think those are all South Carolina. Hell, whatever. It doesn't matter. UCF versus Mercer. Now, see, he has some good basketball. They can make their 2s. They don't make 3s because they don't shoot that many 3s. UCF don't give a damn about the 3s because they focus inside points, not outside points, inside points. So 57 v 196, that's good stuff. 8-1 versus Mercer. UCF, if it's not crazy, I might take it. 14.5. I said not crazy. And would you give me crazy? Mercer's not bad. I don't know if I want to bet against Mercer though. They're on the road, so look at that. Their 2-point defense is the same pretty much. Oh, damn it, I broke it. Pretty much no matter where you are. So that's concerning. They're average. They shoot better. Hell, lately they're shooting better no matter where they are. But overall, at home, they're at 56. They're winning by only 13 at home. They're losing by 8 on the road. Don't love those ratios. I'm gonna pass on this one, but I would lean UCF. Maybe like if you want to put in like a teaser, maybe. So money line parlay, sure. So let's see. Let's move on. Florida A&M, the Rattlers. Mm, no thanks. Bellarmine versus Chattanooga. Bellarmine don't know how to play no. They can't stop no layups. They don't want to get their hand up. They ain't trying to foul nobody. So Chattanooga might take advantage of that because that is atrocious. And normally it's not this bad, but damn, damn, that's bad lately. That's why we look at how have you done lately, Eddie, because of this right here. So that versus that, yeah, their defense is slacking all over the place. So Chattanooga, if we get a decent line, maybe be the play. Chat, what's the answer, chat? Chat. 1 for 3, really? Oh yeah, Chattanooga plus 1.5. We are if we take this, we're literally just banking on this versus this. That's the only thing we're looking at because it's inside the arc shooting, and then paint. Now see, this is why we look a little deeper. They are pretty split when it comes to points in the paint. They actually kind of favor the 3-point line more, which they're really good at. 5 and 6, 4 and 6. This is a straight up pick 'em basically because they can score real. They're 17th in the country in scoring versus that. It's green v green, but that is a big ass gap. This is why it's a pick 'em. It's probably smart to leave it alone. So let's leave it alone. I almost pulled the trigger on Chattanooga, but then it's at Bellarmine. Yeah, so no. Let's go to Wagner. Franz Wagner versus Maryland Eastern Shore. Maryland Shore is terrible at everything except layups. They can lay the ball up pretty good. They defend it below average, but everything else is straight up garbage. Oh, ooh, Wagner, below average, actually average. Great. If you're green, you're great. So yeah, yep. Wagner, what's the Wagner line? Can I get a good line, please? Let's see, Wagner, 5.5. That's it. You're winning your home. You only played 2 home games. You're winning those games by 30 points, though. Good stuff. You're 2-10 on the road. You have played 15 games already, and you played 12 on the road already? You gotta be tired from just damn travel. Wow. On the road, you only make 26% of your threes. That's terrible. 24 lately, in the last 5 games. My God. But you're shooting better from 2 because normally you shoot under 50%. Let's take Wagner. Wagner. I gotta go Wagner. Maryland Shores is so bad. This is a fade Wagner play. So minus 5.5. No, fade Maryland Eastern Shore. We're not fading Wagner. We're following them. So Wagner 5.5. Let's move. Terrible. Vermont versus Burnt Sienna. Number 1 defense because, well, they just shut you down and they're slow at that. So when I say defense, that means points allowed. Defensive rating, they're 8th. So they do allow some 2s, 3s. You can see that pretty good on that. They don't make 3s. I mean, this is kind of Sienna. That's why they're 9 and 2. Vermont is pretty below average at everything except making layups, kind of like Chattanooga. So, or was it Chattanooga? Who was it? No, whoever it was. They're about the same. So I would lean Sienna here if I can get a good line. Let's see. It's plus 2.5 on the road, huh? Number 1, they don't score many points, but these are the same. This versus this. That's nice. That for that cancels out. That for that don't care. They're going to shut you down from 3. Defense rate. I'll take Sienna plus 2.5. Let me see if that plus 7-game winning streak can stay alive. I will risk it for your biscuit. So Sienna. Instead of 2.5, can I just get the money line at plus 132? Yes, sir. Plus 132. Thank you very much. I will take that. That's a nice little juice chase right there. So profit hunt engaged. So from Vermont, let's go to East Carolina. Get ready to another Carolina ball. I'm telling you, oh, they're doing a little bit better on defense. I mean, this was all red like 6 days ago. This was all red. So they're doing a little bit better. So that's good. Good for them. Presbyterian defense, step versus that. Yeah, I don't want nothing to do with this. Garbage. Let's do one more before I get me some more coffee in my bloodstream because I'm getting a little tired if you can't tell. Yeah. I need more coffee. I'm gonna be more wired. Yeah. Honestly, they're the same team. This is the same team. 8 and 3 or 5 and 6, but they're the same team. They can't make 2s. They can't stop 3s. It's the same damn team. Where's my coffee? What a great start. So of that group we pulled 3 plays out of our ass there. Great stuff indeed. Let me slide those up. So that puts us at a nice 5 plays for college now. We got down to Monmouth, get rid of all the garbage. We have, how many games we have left? We have a bunch still. We have 34 left. So Not bad. We're gonna roll through. Oh, don't worry, I got you. And then we still gotta get to hockey. NHL's after us. Only 5 games. That'll go quick. So this is gonna be a long video. So hope you enjoy it. So hell, there might be 3 challenges in this video. Yeah, I forgot about the third hockey for the hockey. Yeah, there might be another one randomly. Who knows? Let's see. From the Monmouth, let's head on. Let's get back to it. Cincinnati and Alabama State. Cincinnati, what are you doing? How are you shooting so poorly? Like, this is why you can't just look at team names and be like, oh, they're good. They're going to win by 30. Are you sure about that? I mean, they could. Talent wise, they should. But damn, damn if it ain't going to be close. It was the same thing yesterday with the Texas Tech one. I took the other side against Texas Tech, only won by 11, and they struggled in that game. They scored 100-something points, but their defense gave up stuff. So I can't trust this. I need clear cut advantages. I don't have them there. So Bobby Morris is up next versus damn Youngstown. That's what I like when I see a team. I like to see a lot of green. I like some mismatches, but their defense is pretty good too. So I don't really love it. I just like all the green over here. That was good. I would lean Youngstown slightly, but I don't know if this is enough for me to want to take it. So because they're 8-4, these are both good teams. So I'm gonna pass. I'm already not feeling it now. I liked it at first, and then I was like, more I thought about it, I'm like, I don't really like it. So we got the Norse versus Oakland. Both can score. Both can score. Defense is not a thing. They're very fast. This is a potential over. Can we grab this, please? Oakland 165.5. What are we rocking over here? 171, 154. The total's a little high, to be honest. It's a little high. So if this was in the 150s, I'd be all over it. But 165.5 is a little high. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. They're not going to get me. Not today. So Wake Forest, they scored 100 and something points last game because Queens didn't play no defense like I thought they would, or didn't try much on defense. Both teams can score twos. That's their percentages are great. Defense, not so much. Maybe we might have another over on our hands because it might be the thing. Let's go look. 161. What do we have here? Oh, this is even worse. This is 166. That's 143. Hell no, not a chance. And Wake Forest by 24.5. Not feeling it. Just not feeling it. Sorry. Syracuse up, then Pitt. Okay, so Syracuse first. Syracuse is trash. Let's just keep it real. They're 6-4, but they are disgusting. Like they lost their last game to. We picked them to. Who was it they lost to? I need to look at their schedule because I picked that. I said we're taking this plus, and don't be shocked if they win. I said that in the video, and guess what? They won. So what was it? Hofstra. Yeah, Hofstra went into the Carrier Dome and beat them outright by 70-69. Crazy times, right? But hey, we called it. Good stuff. Thank you, numbers. But now we got Mercyhurst, who is, I mean, they don't match up at all. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Had a random work email looking at things. Getting distracted here. We need to look at things. Let's see. Wait for it. Pitt. What are you doing? You look worse than Syracuse. You're 5-6. I'm not used to seeing these big ass schools being so bad at basketball. Like I can understand if you're in the 100s because you're not one of the top, but when you're in the 300s and 200s on things, when there's teams like Binghamton, and no offense to Binghamton, you're just not good either. But they shouldn't be on the same playing field. But that's what they are right now. That's not good. So no, hell no. NC State, former Final Four team a couple years ago, and now they are right here. There they are. And we can see Texas Southern is 1-7, not good. NC 7-4. This is gonna be a 30-point spread. So what's even the point in this one? So NC State. I'm sorry, you want North Carolina State. Stupid. 35.5. I'm not. No. If this was green be red, maybe, but no. Like yesterday, Duke's. They had a slight advantage, but nothing crazy. I should have took the other side. I would have had, if I took every lean I initially leaned, I would have had 45 plays yesterday. Was there even 45 games? Probably not, but I would have 45 plays. So this happens. Oh, we'll see. That is, we got Elon next. Elon here. Defense, not so much. Yep. Not Richmond's 9-1. All right, Richmond, I see you. That is a 2.5-point spread for Richmond with a 162. This is 164. This is, so I can't take the over. Total's too high over here. Don't love this. Let's move on to the corn people. When I say corn people, I'm not corn. I mean wheat people. Wichita, whatever the hell. What is that? Yeah, wheat. So Wofford, again, everything's matching up. Like It's all matching up. There's nothing like that versus that doesn't tell me much. So I can't take that one. We have UAB and Cleveland State. Cleveland State can shoot threes. UAB can't shoot threes. They can't defend it either. So, but I'm 4-8. So I'm not taking you. I'm not trusting Cleveland State on the road. I can't trust that. They both can't make twos. I'm good on that one. Oh, we're getting that stretch of this garbage, aren't we? I think we are. Tulane and Louisiana Tech. La Tech clearly is good at shooting twos. Tulane is not. So, I think we might have a play here. Let's see what that spread. Spread is La Tech plus 4.5. They are 6-3. So that versus that clearly, that versus that clearly. So they're going to shut you down from 3. They're going to own you from 2. They're going to focus points in the paint, which is great here, which combats that nicely. They're good here, but they're better here. I'm going to take La Tech on the road plus 4.5. I think I'm going to rock with it. I think I'm going to lean with it. So we're going to go La Tech plus 4.5. We're going to take that. And let me get some more cup of Joe real quick. All right. Just knocked out another game right there. So we put La Tech up there, got rid of like 8 garbage ones. So now how many we have left to go through? We have a whopping 23 now. We are flying through these. Good job. You're doing good work. You're hanging in there nicely. So you know what? Let's move on. Middle Tennessee time, which is right there. And we're taking on Kennesaw. And Kennesaw is clearly good at scoring. They're not good at defense because they're very fast. Kennesaw's looking good. Kennesaw look real good. Kennesaw. And they're underdogs on the road at Middle Tennessee. Well, Kennesaw, welcome to my money line play. Plus 3.5, huh? Tell me why this is plus 3.5, because I don't understand. That versus that is clearly Kennesaw. That's Kennesaw. That's Kennesaw. That's a push almost, because only less than 50. This is all day Kennesaw. Kennesaw, 38-44 versus that. Yeah, this is Kennesaw. Now, do I take plus 3.5 or do I roll the money line? I'm going to roll the money line. Oh, how do you spell Kennesaw? Kennesaw State. Money line. And what's the money line on that bad boy? Plus 152. Profit hunt, baby. Yeah. Now if they lose by like 4 or like 2 or 1, I'm gonna be a little upset. But I'm rolling the dice. I'm rolling the dice. We're going for it. We're going Kennesaw to win outright. And they're 8-2. Middle Tennessee is below average as a team, period. So yeah, give me Kennesaw on the money line. Let's roll on from there. We're going to Nichols versus Houston Christian. That's going to be nothing I want to do really. So the only thing I see is, well, maybe Nichols can. That's a big difference between 180 and 339, 56, 346. Houston Christian's defense is not good, but Nichols is 2-7 for a reason. Why? I don't want to question it. I'm just not gonna. Nah. It is. They are favored by 4.5. Nichols is. So even the odds makers knows what's up. So, interesting. Let's go to UL Monroe versus South Alabama. You see that? It leans South Alabama, but not from 2. And if I see this much damn red, no, I ain't trying to have no Kool-Aid. We're moving on. So, we're going to Roll Tide versus South Florida, my home peoples. My local team, South Florida, the Bulls. Let's see, 8v37. You ain't gonna beat Bama when you can't shoot. 46% in Tuscaloosa. Bama by how much? How much is Bama fair? Hell, they're both fast as hell though. So probably over 180.5. Holy shit, that's a lot. That's a high total. That's a high one right there, guys. You see, it is at 173 and 154, and the total's 180. Bama by only 14, though. That's another thing. They can't shoot threes. Bama shuts it down. They can't stop threes. Bama shoots a lot of threes. This is Bama by 13.5. This is all day Alabama. Alabama, 13.5. Absolutely. Give me that. Because South Florida has trouble scoring. You can't score on teams like Bama. You're going to have a rough day. So, give me Bama. Moving on. Where are we going next? Ole Miss versus Alabama A&M. Both teams can't score. Under, potentially. This is right there, my first initial red versus non-red. That gives me under, cancels out, under. I'm down. This is Ole Miss by 20.5 on the spread, which, hey, that's cool. Don't care. 135.5 is really damn low, though. I don't think I can do that. 134, 137. It's in the total. Damn, guys. Damn. But I can't trust Ole Miss to win by 20 over Alabama A&M. They're 6-4. I mean, talent-wise, yeah, Ole Miss has all the talent. We know this, but come on now. Can't do it. Can't do that. Utah Valley. How many games we got? We're way down here. Utah Valley versus Weber, the grill capital. Little charcoal in that ass. Okay. Let's see what we got. That versus that. Nope. You can't play defense. They're going to score on you. That ain't good. And they're going to focus on that too. So Everything's the same except for that right there. And is that enough for Utah Valley? At 8-3, if I can get as a 13.5 point favorite, nah, fam, I am good on that. You can have that one. St. Louis is right there versus a Bethune. Why is it not saying Cookman? I need to fix that. That annoys me. It's Bethune Cookman, not Bethune. But still, St. Louis is going to score. That's easy. So boom, boom. This is St. Louis, most likely. Let's see if the spread makes sense. Louis. Louis. There they are. 26.5. Damn. Damn, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. I mean, yeah, I see that, but they do focus inside heavily, which is great for this. I mean, that's a great matchup. They're winning by 20 at home. They're losing by 20. 26? That's a lot. That's a lot. Oh, has St. Louis beat anybody by 26? I'm actually kind of curious now because I'm intrigued. I'm actually intrigued. So let's go find St. Louis. They're right there. Got you. How are you guys doing? Last game was San Fran, won by 10. Before that, Central Michigan, you won by 42. Yeah, okay. St. Louis it is. That's all I need to know. Yes. I'll trust you. I'll trust you. If you make me look bad, we're gonna have a problem because you can't score. You can't stop anybody. So that's all I care about. St. Louis should dominate. This is them being up by 13 or 14 at halftime. That's all you gotta be. Do that twice, you cover. Simple. Simple math. So moving on. Let's get rid of that. Don't care about you. We got Old Dominion up next versus James Madison. And no, I'm good. This is one of those crisp fall afternoons right here. Crunchy leaves. I ain't trying to partake in that. So let's see. Marquette versus Georgetown. They're the same damn team. They suck at shooting. They're really average at fundamentals. Nothing here I care about. We move on. Can we get one? We'll get to that. We'll get down to USC. So that'd be Texas State next versus Arkansas State. No, nothing for us here. We get rid of that one. We go to, yes, Gonzaga versus Campbell. Campbell. Gonzaga by 43, right? It's something crazy. 37.5. I knew it'd be high. I mean, if you want, they're winning their games by 38. 38's their average in in their home games. Last 5 is by 20, but they have played some top teams recently. So yeah, 37 is I don't care who you are. That's ridiculous. So I can't do it. I just can't. Sorry. No. And last one's going to be USC versus UTSA for my next break. And UTSA is just not into hoops. They can't score. Defensively, they do okay. But USC, I mean, they're not that great either. So they're 10-1, but the numbers don't look impressive. So I'm going to pass. More coffee. Of that block, we had 3 plays we pulled out. The rest were trashed. So that puts us at 12 plays for college so far. Is that 12? No, I'm sorry, not 12. It's a 9. I got 9 plays for so far. And we have a small handful left. We have 11 left. So let's get to them and get them done so we can move over to my favorite thing to bet on, which is hockey. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you saw in the recap how all of them plus I love betting hockey. So good. If you've never done it, try it out just a little bit. Have fun. Let's see. We got UC Davis up next right there. Oh, I think I know who I'm betting on. Probably Seattle. Seattle. Let's look here. It is Seattle 2.5, and that versus that when they're 8th in points in the paint. That's all I need to see. I am Gucci on that. Give me not St. Louis. What the hell am I saying? Give me Seattle. C minus 2.5. Beautiful. So Seattle is a play 100%. And it's UC Davis. I'm cool with that. So absolutely. Hell, I almost want to make a parlay like them, Kennesaw, and who was the other one? There's somebody else, like Northern Iowa. Just have those 3 in a parlay and see what happens. Let's see. From there, we move on to Santa Clara versus North Texas. And defensively, Santa Clara can't stop a nosebleed. They can't stop nothing. Look at that. They're the 6th worst defense in the 6th or 7th in the country. So, that ain't good. But I don't know about this. This game is in Santa Cruz. North Texas traveling Santa Clara. That feels weird. I don't know why that feels weird, but it feels weird to the point where I don't know if I like that. Let's go look. North Texas. What's the line in this one? This is North Texas for sure, right? I mean, they're average. They're above average. That's about the only redeeming thing I see is their defense. I'm gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. We're not trying to chase things too crazy. Colorado and Portland State cancels out. Defense galore cancels out. Nothing's really standing out here. Colorado 9-1. Look at Colorado. You played 1 road game and you lost. Who did you lose to on the road? I gotta see. Watch me Nebraska or somebody. No, you lost to Colorado State, you damn rival. Good job. You lost by 5. So other than that, you have played almost nobody worth note. Good to know. Moving on. I can't wait for conference play to start finally. That's gonna be good. So we got SF Austin versus Texas A&M Corpus Christi. You can see this, and I don't like this. Is too much yellow and orange. Don't love it. Moving on. From there, we're going to Oregon State versus Sam Houston. Cancel. Let's see, same, kind of lean same. They focus on threes all day, which is that ain't good for them with Sam Houston's number 11. So that pass. Washington State. Oh, Washington State, Eastern Washington is just red galore. There's nothing of value in this game. They're both bad, just equally. We keep going. San Diego State versus Air Force. Again, there's almost nothing of value here. Again, we're moving on. We're not wasting time on this garbage. Stanford and UT Arlington. If you can't make the shots, don't do it. Sorry. Again, nothing standing out. We're moving on quickly. I know we're going fast. San Francisco versus Loyola Chicago. Man, I remember when San Fran was good, like last year or any year in the last like 10 years, except for this year because they're not. And Loyola, what the hell, guys? That is rough, rough. UCLA and Arizona State, that's a decent game, right? The numbers would say they're going to shoot threes, but then you see, yeah, they're going to shoot threes and make them. But outside of that, they're the same damn team. Same at threes, same defense. They're copying each other. Good game on paper, good game to watch, but betting wise, there's nothing to lean for. So, and lastly, we got Oregon versus Portland. Oregon does not play defense. We know that. They have not been good. They're 5-5. Portland has good offense, but their defense is pretty ass too. So if you want to lean Portland, I mean, it's plus 19.5. Portland can score. I might take Portland plus 19.5. That's a big ass spread. So Port plus 19.5. I'm down for that. I don't think Oregon can win by 20. I don't think they can. Portland's only played 2 road games, and they're getting beat by damn near 30 points on the road. Let me delete that off my spreadsheet. Yeah, no thanks. I'm good there. Thank you very much. So we ended up with 1 there. So let me go ahead and type up a nice juicy challenge question real quick for college real quick. Okay, so this one's pretty easy. If you're paying attention, you know the answer. So if you're guessing, you're probably going to guess wrong. So maybe not. Who knows? Which team is ranked number 2 points per game in the paint in the last 5? So when we look at the spreadsheet, when I go to last 5 rank for that team, I go into points in the paint. That number is highlighted as a number 2 when it's green. Who is that? A, B, C, D. Correct answer. Bonus entry. Let's head over to, actually, yeah, we'll go to NHL. We'll cover all the schedules later on. So NHL time now. Okay, time to bounce over to the NHL. There's only 5 games, so let's go pretty quickly. Yesterday was a beautiful day. You saw all them plus plays we covered in the recap. That was beautiful stuff. And I know some of you chased with, it was fun, wasn't it? Good stuff. So we got 5 games. We're going to do the same thing, so we're not going to waste time. First game on the slate is going to be, let me make sure I got my NHL pulled up, LA and Florida. So it looks like we got Florida 138 with a 5.5 total. Let's, actually, you can't see it. Let me do that. Now you can see it. 138 with a 5.5 total. Spreadsheets, load them up. We'll see the numbers. Defense, both teams doing pretty good. Offense for Florida, good. Everything else is yellow. I don't like that. That does nothing for us. Let's go to schedules. Let's look at our goalies and see who is potentially out there. And some of you were hilarious yesterday. I was looking at one of the games, and I kept saying it doesn't look right. And so, he doesn't know there was a trade. I know there was a trade. It didn't look right because seeing them in their old jersey with a new team name, it looked funny. That's all it was. I know there was a trade. I pay attention to that stuff. So, swear, some of you don't understand sarcasm. I swear. So either way, whatever. It still looked funny. So, and what the hell? Phoenix who the hell is you? I thought that was Darcy. That ain't Darcy. Okay. We have a guy making his season debut. So versus Bobrovsky, and Bobrovsky has 2.036. That 6 was rough, but hey, whatever. Only 5 in the last 3 games. It got better. So Phoenix Copley, huh? Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and hit a refresh on the props. Let's go bounce over here to Outlier again. Link in the pin comment. Go get you a free week. So let's see. Kings and Panthers, 7 p.m. And we see, what do we want to take here? Well, obviously it's LA. We want to take point. Like, we're going to take Florida's. This is what we're going to do. Here's the game plan. Florida's 7th in goals. They're facing a brand new goalie. So I'm throwing this out the window. I care about this right now. So I want Florida points. Probably Florida money line, but it's 138. That's a little pricey. So let's see what we got. I do not care about shots on goal. We're not looking at those at all. We're going straight for Florida points. We're going to take advantage of the brand new goalie. First game of the season, you might have a little nerve, especially being on the road at Florida. Good luck. So let's go open up all these Florida points, and that's all I care about in this game. You want other props? They're there for you. But for me, I'm doing this. 145 for Carter. Carter, that's too pricey for points. What's your assist? Last 10? Yeah, I can work with that. Plus 146 for Carter for an assist. 7 of 10? That looks good. I might rock with that. Seth for a point. How about Seth for an assist? Even the point was plus 115. Last 10? That doesn't look good. I like Carter better. So, and then we got Anton, 1, and that's for a point for 115. How about an assist? Yeah, you've been getting goals too. So, yeah, you got a lot of goals recently. So, just points for you is 115. I might take Anton as well. There's only 5 games, so it could be a little bit more risky. So, yeah, so we're gonna go let's go Lundell over 0.5 points for a now I can't do 115. What can I do? 126? Ugh, 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 I guess. Why not? All right, and then let's add old Mr. Carter Vergehe. So B-E-R-G, nope, H-A-E-G-H-E. That's a weird spelling. Over 0.5. We're going for the assist, pure assist play for the plus 146 chase. Love a chase. Moving on. Next. Moving on to game 2, which is going to be Detroit versus Utah. And currently we can see it is pick'em territory with a 6.5. Okay, great. Pop over. Number 2 defense. Terrible defense for Utah. Both scoring. So Detroit points. Maybe Utah shots on goal. So let's go look at our goalies and see what we got cooking over here. Carroll, what's up, buddy? Game log 4-3-4-3. All right. Cam's going out there for Detroit. Cam is at 3-5-2-5. Okay, they both have had rough times in some of these games. So let's look at the props, see what we got in this one. I don't know if anything points over, potentially an over. But then Detroit's defense has been really good. Only 1.8 goals in the last 5 on average. So, oh, let's see. I said Utah shots on goal. You know what? I can deal with all these. So we just took Utah just played yesterday too. So they're on a back-to-back, which is a little worrisome. So I'm not going to do a money line for sure. Barrett Hayton shots on goal, 2-8 on a 1-5 at plus 111. For 2 for Barrett, I could see Barrett getting 2 for me. Yeah, that's what he does often, so I can trust Barrett. That could be something. Let's see. Springcat, 130 for 3 shots on goal. I mean, he's been doing it, but he's been doing it outside 2 games, so that might be 130. I could do that, I guess. Yeah, if I have to. Going for a points, 152, outrageous, outrageous. For a goal, I took you yesterday. You didn't do it for me, so I'm not going to do it again. I risked you one time. I'm not risking it again, especially against Detroit's defense, which is number 2. That's crazy. Lucas for an assist, plus 102 against Utah's defense, which is allowing 3.8 goals. 1.2, yeah, this could be a good one too. So, then lastly, we got Michael shots on goal, 2.6 and a 145 too pricey. So we potentially have 3 plays in this one if we want to take all 3. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take all 3 of them just because I can. There's only 5 games. Let's have a little fun, all right? So let's go Raymond over 0.5 assists because I do think Detroit's going to score some goals on Utah with their 3.8 goals allowed. And we can grab that for plus 10, what? Can I get it 102? I get minus 101. I guess that works. I'm okay with that. Minus 101 for a Raymond assist because you see what he's been up to. Good deal. We want Alex. This one's more of a, like, he should get this. Like, should. Why wouldn't he get it? Who knows? So, Green Cat over 2.5 shots on goal. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. We know he's going to take a lot of shots, and that's going to be minus 130 because I can grab that. That is Profit X. I'm okay with that. And Barrett to take 2 shots on goal for plus 111. Based on that, absolutely. So it's going to be Hayt a win over 1.5 shots on goal for what? What is it again? Plus 111. So, yeah, 3 plays this one. Next. 3 games remain. We got St. Louis and Winnipeg up now, and 133 Winnipeg with a 5.5. We go to our sheets. We look at the numbers, and 2 of the worst defenses in the league out of the 3. There's only 32 teams, so over potentially. It's at 5.5 minus 102. Let's look at our goalies. If they make sense, we might take the over anyways. It's Connor. It's Connor. 3-1-3. I don't know if I really don't want to take an over with Connor involved, even though he's not been nowhere near as good as last year. He's still he's 2.4 in the season. 6-5. Yeah, there goes the overthought. 6-3-5. Jordan, what are you doing, guy? What is you doing? Get rid of that. Let's change this. Jets and Blues. We have props. What do we want to take here? Winnipeg is shot on goal defense. Yeah, let's look at points. I really don't want to take points against Connor, but damn it. Well, the Connor point, Velarde point. Look, we got points. So 0.8, 1.2 for Thomas. Let's get rid of you. Wait a minute. Falk. Yeah, let's get rid of Falk. Don't love that one. Robert Thomas, just 1 point for -145. It is. I don't want to take anything against. I really don't want to take anything against Connor though. Connor, the goalie, not this Connor. This one I could take though. 130. I can grab that for 130. I'm okay with that. And that's just an assist. And he gets that many assists. You know what? Let's take this. Let's take Connor over 0.5 assist for -130. I'm okay with that. Wait, what's and yeah, I can get it for 130. Yeah, so I'm good there. We'll take that one. And then Velarde points. How about an assist? Actually, let's go back up. What was that? No, you were already assist. Okay, so Gabriel, your assists are bad, but your points are good because you get goals, and you're too pricey. So no, thanks. I'm just gonna take Connor for the assist and move on. Next. 2 games remaining. We got Nashville and Carolina. Currently, we got 162 Carolina with a 6.5. We pop over, we look at the numbers 2v6, 7v30 goal. Carolina, shots on goal. That's what we want. Clear as day. So let's go find those if possible. Carolina. And let's look at the goalie situations. Let's look at who's potentially going out there. 3-3-1-3. Not bad. And we got Sotos, who's been pretty decent, actually. 2-2-3. Outside of the one against Carolina, he was bad. Okay, never mind. So you're at home though now. So, but it's the same people you face. You gave up 6 goals last time you faced, but you had 32 saves. Okay, okay. I'm still going Carolina shots on goal. Absolutely going for that. Hurricanes. No, I'm not. I don't have any good props. Damn it, I can't take points against Carolina because Biotor's been pretty good. Bunting shots on goal. It's plus. Let's see if it makes sense. 2-4. Nah. I'm leaning pass on this one. So I'm looking at this and it's like, yeah, no, I don't like it no more. I don't like it. I'm not going to chase. I don't need to fully chase this one. So we're going to pass, no lean, and move on to that last game. All right, and since I'm passing on this one, this is a perfect Schomburg challenge question for NHL. So third one of the day too. So winner and total. That's all you need to know in this game. Who wins and what's the total? They got to hit both. So A, B, C, or D. Answer bonus entry. That's 3 for this video. See, I told you I'd make it up to you somewhat. So 1 video, 3 questions. Good stuff. Let's go to that last game now. Last game of the day is going to be Jersey and Vegas, and you currently see it's Vegas 160 at home with a 5.5. Let's pop to our sheets and we can see the wrong game. This is the right game. Maybe some Vegas points against Jersey if the right goalie's in there. So let's see. That's about the only thing standing out. We come over to our this and we come down and go Jacob. There we go. 2, 3, 3, 3, 3. Well, Jacob's probably going to give up 2 or 3 goals, probably 3 on average. Mid for Vegas, and we got 2-0-3-3. All right, Schmid's doing a Schmid better. Schmid. Funny stuff. Funny. Let's change it up. And it's all Vegas all the time here, huh? So we said we want some Vegas points. We want assists for Jack, assist, points, and it's all points. So it's either points or assists. Let's see what we get. Jack for an assist, 150. That is pricey as hell, but 2-1, 2-2-1. I mean, I can get it for 150, but I'm not taking it. Too rich for my blood. Sorry. Mitch Marner assists. That could be a thing. 120. I'm okay with that. We'll stay there. Pavel for a point, 110. Let's go last 10. Let's look at your assist. Even worse. Goodbye. I don't want that. Shea points, last 10. Let's look at the assist. Even worse. Not worse, but still not good. Don't love that. Jack for a point. Oh, this is 1.5 points. How about just an assist? 150 points is 1.5. I think I'm going to take Mitch. We'll take Mitch. So we're going to Marner over 0.5 assist for -120. Is that the best I can get? I can get 128. Today wasn't a good day when it came for plus odds. We only ended up with 2. Only 2. Weird day overall, but hey, what can you do? So that is it. We be done. So let me go ahead and set up some schedules so we can roll through those real quick. Okay, so tomorrow, NBA has a very big slate of games. You can see that whole bunch. NBA will most likely have its own video. College Hoops has a pretty big slate of games. They'll probably have their own video as well. And then NHL has another big slate. It's a big slate of games everywhere tomorrow. So all 3 sports will have their own video. It is Thursday. And then on top of it, we also have Thursday Night Football happening, and then a couple games on Saturday and Sunday in NFL. So there will be 4 videos tomorrow. I might touch on the college football as well for tomorrow because there's 2 games here. I'm not playing either one of those. So, but I will do a college football video once we get to Friday for the playoff games. So, but there will be 4 videos tomorrow, all separated because I'm not. Otherwise, it'd be a 2-hour video. So this one's already gone long enough. So that's it. I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Make sure you check out Better Bay if you want the spreadsheets, you want to type that list of plays, or you just want to join the chat. It's all there. Either way, I appreciate being here, and I'll see you tomorrow for a whole bunch of sports. Peace.